Good morning. Merry Christmas to all who may be watching and or listening. Mugga mugga mugga. I thank the ones that have joined us so far. I'm going to start from the bottom because that's the easiest for me to read. But we have Bill, Papa Rose. What's in the dirt is in the house. We had or have Wake and Bake with Uncle Ray, also wishing us a Merry Christmas and joyous New Year. We had Metal Angler was first in my house, wishing us a Merry Christmas. So we just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I thought I must be seeing. I thought there was somebody else here, but apparently not. What's going on, Bill? Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. And a mug. A Christmas mug. I don't have a Christmas mug. The closest I come to a Christmas mug is my big chili mug, which I could, bedazzle it with a bow. Well, it's over and done with. The yippee-ki-yay part of it, anyhow. Hubby has joined the chat. He is currently the Christmas soup mug. He is just over my shoulder in the living room with Little Sprout. Little Sprout recently just got up from a nap, and he was eating some peanut butter toast with his milk. We were up at 4. He went down around 8. And I think he was up before 9 or by 9. Somewhere around there. Maybe a little bit later. Yeah. I picked mine up at the grocery store, actually. You know how they have the section that's got the home goods stuff, and you can buy pizza pans and cookie sheets and all that stuff. Those round strainers. Not strainers, but screens you put over your frying pan so the bacon and stuff doesn't spit grease in your face. You have, I can't read it. What is RLS? Restless leg syndrome, correct? Gotcha. Don't you hate it when part of your body just wants to go, 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 and the rest of you is like, hell no? At the grocery store? Yep. I do recommend not heating them with the lid on, even like if you burp them open, because my lid warped, so it will forever never go back on this. It's like a seesaw. And we have to say a good morning to UCI. I'm so sorry, my eyes suck. UCI to learn. Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday. I don't know if I should just ramble off all the ones I do know, because don't want to offend and not wish everybody well, or but I do not know all the different holidays for all the different nationalities. I only remember Merry Christmas, Noel, Feliz Navidad, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. I think that's all I know. and I apologize if for not being with it or whatever. But lids suck. They really do. Don't mind me. I just finishing up on my ham and cheese sandwich that I ate. Yes, I know it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, but when you've been up at 4, you can have a piece of pizza or whatever. This is brunch. Brunch is like breakfast and lunch squished together. It's like a late breakfast and an early lunch. And Mama's gone creatings in the house. Good morning, hon. Mugga, mugga, mugga. Baby loves his squishmallow. Not to sound like an adult, but hey, yeah, he's got his beaver. It's in his crib. He sleeps with his smushy beaver. Which is good because when he wakes up and it's like still dark in the room and stuff, at least he can feel for it. You know what I mean? Like, can feel for the beav. He's got that, and he also has the Alaskan moose from Thomas and Sissy, Thomas 907 and Sissy. That's in his crib also. And your little bear mama is close to that. It's on top of his crib, I think. Only because I just don't want it to get torn apart. Not that he would tear it apart, but you never know. Actually, I don't think yours could really. I don't think it really has anything that could be, excuse him, pulled off of it, other than maybe his little bow tie ribbon. Holy moly! I am sorry not to sound gross, but because I just had that ham and cheese. Dog is my co-pilot is in the house. Merry Christmas, mugga mugga mugga. Sorry, mug everybody that comes through. I guess it's better than frisking them, or maybe not. Up against the wall. We like to have a good time here, but I don't want to offend. And if I do, no. Again, sorry. It's me. Hope everybody that just came through the door had a great holiday or is in the process of celebrating and continuing to celebrate. I make it sound like it's all done and over with because here it is. Yeah. So yeah, little Sprout made out. He's got a new slide, which is in the living room, up against the TV stand. He's got his fold-out chair that we got him last week. Santa dropped it off a week early, so and it came in a box that a toaster oven would have fit into, and we were like, no way, is that the couch we ordered from him? But guess what? It was. It was 6 panels of like 1 to 2 inch pieces of foam, and you had to stick them in the different slots of like a couch cover sleeping bag, if you will. They had different sections, and it said you had A, B, C, D, I think, and E. Hold on, my earring is pinching the hell out of my earlobe. Oh my god. It's one of these. Oh my god. Shit. I'm saying it's gonna have to rip it out. Oh, I hate that. Oh, the closest thing I can explain it to feeling like is maybe getting your beans and franks stuck in a zipper. Because it is, that tender underskin. Yeah, same thing with the back of your ear. Your earlobe is just so sensitive, but the skin behind it, oh my lord, that hurt. So yeah, we're just gonna maybe take my earrings out because it was a pain in the ass getting one of these in to begin with. But like I said, it's just like it's a hinge Where am I? It's a hinge earring. So the pin's supposed to go inside the back. But if you don't have it lined up just right, it's pinching your ear skin against that piece. So, ay. It feels much better now. Doesn't hurt getting your beans and franks in the zipper. Oh, ouchies. Let me just tell you, whenever I zip up a onesie, ever since he's been born, I always have my two fingers or whatever, you know what I mean, all the way down to the ankle when you're zipping him up from changing him or whatever. I always have the two fingers, almost like when you cut hair. I always have my fingers closest to the skin, and I always seem to get the skin on my knuckles when I do hair when I cut Buddy's hair and or Pick's hair. I always end up getting my fingers. And Adventures with Swifty is in the house. Good morning, Swifty and Karen. Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining us this morning. But yeah, I always pull the article of clothing with a zipper away from his little tender skin while I'm zipping him up. Because can you imagine like catching him in this area region and all of a sudden he's like, no. Petey Sandigger, Merry Christmas. Here's a Christmas muggin. It's kind of doesn't hurt your face or your wallet. How's everybody doing this morning? Merry Christmas to all. Little Sprout got a little fishing pole. Because he likes the big one in the drop. So we got him like our beginning. I think it said kids actually, but I'm hearing whining, but it's the baby's little pug dog that he has whines like that. And his little tail goes. He's so cute. And he walks. I just want to say, give a shout out. Not that they are, but if they are listening, Trish and Rick, I love you. Merry Christmas. Hope Rick is feeling much better today. I don't know if you guys got in a FaceTime with the kids to watch them open gifts. For those of you who do not know, my brother-in-law Rick had open heart surgery, quadruple, I think, bypass, last Wednesday. There's Karen, the joyful paintbrush. Good morning. I'll gently mug you. Mugga. Don't want to knock you on the floor. Ooh. I hope I don't lose power, okay? Because the eye in the sky, it's coming back, just showed one little dot. Now it's a dot with a over it. But if I go out, cross your fingers that we get a Christmas miracle and we come back on, because right now my lights are blinking like Christmas lights. Except mine ain't blinking. Oh no. Hope everybody that's feeling under the weather is. What's this? Something about an accent. And my name is Angela. I wish I could enjoy, but sick as a dog. You guys brighten my day. Oh my goodness, Angela. Well, thank you so much for coming. And yes, oh my goodness gracious, That is my goal. My goal is not to make anybody run away scared or crying. We love to have a good time here. This is an adult chat for the most part. Yes, I know I'm on at 10 o'clock in the morning. However, when I first started Brunch with Bean, I wasn't sure how well it was going to go over. And again, not as well as others, and then not as bad as others. Um, we have a steady in fluctuation of our normal people, and then we have others that come and go, you know what I mean? And that's cool too. We refer to this as group therapy in the padded cell because we're all a tad bit. But here you can it's like being at Vegas, you know what I mean? What you say in this cell stays here, except not really because we're being recorded. Stacking with Kraken. Oh my god, is this the person that you always watch, babe? Stacking with Kraken? Hubby watches a bunch of coin stacking live streams, but there's one that he watches. Park rat metal detecting's in the house. So wait a minute, I forgot the stacking with Kraken. There's a mug to the chin, and Pat. There's a flying mug to the chin. Merry Christmas, babes. I also see a David Canham. Hey. Are you salty? Are you spiral? I'm sorry. It's in one of those moods. Yes, I did prep before the stream. For those of you that don't know that, refer to the people in the chat. They'll bring you up to date. So, I was saying, hubby goes to these stacking channels. I mean, and he wins quite a few of the giveaways. Can you see that? I think this is a dragon. Oh, there he is. But he's definitely won like 1 ounce rounds and bars or whatever. So anywho, he frequents the stacking show, live stream or whatever. And I swear to God, I'm like, dude, am I hearing shit kicker and crackhead? Just because I'm things in the house. What's going on? Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining us this morning. My hubby's just put a thing down there saying, please sub each other. Babe, do you see what I was saying? Did you hear me? No. About the Kraken? Yeah. Is that the one from that stream? Kraken, David, okay. Kraken is friends with Kathy. Right, I said this is where you go to, and I hear them. I think they say shit kicker and freaking crackhead. Again, not to offend. My hearing's going. You left the whiner in here. I don't want him in here. Stacking with Kraken. Go, Kraken, go. I'm telling you, I laugh my ass off listening to all of you guys talk because what I hear for names and what your guys' names are like just not what I'm hearing. So that's like I said, I'm like, somebody's name is shit kicker. What you doing? Huh? Somebody's in the basement. Hold on. We got somebody want to say hi. Well, let me pull my phone out of the side before that lands on the floor. Hi. Hey, Merry Christmas. You see the baby? Do I have him? Can you see him? Yep. Hey, Merry Christmas. There's a picture in his face. What? The image from the Oh, I was gonna say, but they can see him, right? Kind of, sort of. Here he is. Here he is. He says Merry Christmas. AP, Luke and Rebecca. Mugga. Honey, how's it going? Are you guys enjoying that fireplace yet? Sorry, I just plugged my phone in, so it's gonna say, yeah. Say something about my, there we go. My phone photos. Oh my.
Hiya! Yes, the monster is up.
Yeah, hi, look.
Whee!
Hi. Hi.
He's terrorized all his presents already. Starting over at the beginning again.
I gotta do his bowling alley for him out back in the back hallway. I still have
It's
to.
about the only thing we haven't set up yet.
Yeah. So that way there. One dip.
Not the dip. Oh, I see you working on them cookies.
I had the first.
We got a 4-pound can of
my God.
Danish butter cookies, man.
It's like
wow.
no lie, like it is around. Okay. How deep do you think that is? 5
it's
deep?
A good, 6-7 rows deep.
Like this deep.
What do you got going on?
And they are all in little cuppy like this, like a cupcake tin paper. But there's only 3. There's 3 in a sleeve. Okay, so like we're still on the first level.
Yeah,
we're still on the first level. But I mean, he just got them on. He just got them on Wednesday.
Last week sometime.
Wednesday.
Gonna need a lot of coffee to put them
All
away.
I got for Christmas was a stocking full of coal, says Swifty. We found crackers in your sewing kit tin.
What are you up to?
Cookies, not crackers. Sorry, my eyes.
You ain't going over there.
Right, I actually have one similar to that I have stuff in. I think it is buttons and pins or something.
Nope. You off? All right, apparently we're off. He doesn't want to sit still, so we are traveling.
Bye.
We'll be back. Merry Christmas, everybody.
He's tired. Do him on the slide. Give him a couple of slippies. My, going down. Sure, buddy. We did not see that thing the other day. Hello. Oh, Danny Boy just to dig in and Michigan Gems. Wait, let me go up this. And she digs in. Holy crap. That revolving door is going around. Want to make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Okay, so AP here. We'll do it again. Mugga. Gems, get some coffee on your shirt. Biff. I'm kidding. Rosa. Merry Christmas afternoon to you. Oh, Danny Boy, did I mug you? Smash. Geez, after this, I'm going to need a new set of mugs. Nice, my chat's going good. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Sweet. Everybody 17 wonderful, amazing people in my house right now. I haven't seen family, but all sent me. Worth the Scooters gift card. Sorry about the call, Swifty. I don't know what Scooters is, but I'm gonna guess it's like a mall or Walmart. And sorry that you didn't get to see family. It's nap time. Bitch, I've been up since 4. But hey, thank you for stopping by, and I love the little painting. Did Mini Gems paint that for you? The gnome? What does he have? You want a cookie? Milo, look. You want a cookie? You gotta drop the ball. Here, look. Here. Up. Right there on the floor. Got the ball. I hope you and your family had a good Christmas, Danny. Thank you. We did the baby's Christmas, and then made breakfast for us. I started to make breakfast. He had to take over because Little Sprout did some business, and I told hubby, you know where the diapers are at. And he made a face. So I'm like, okay, I'll take care of the kid, and you finish cooking breakfast. So, oh, just waking up now. There you go. Oh, so she'd rather sleep in a little bit and no getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning waiting for the parents to wake up, shaking presents. She did an awesome job. Tell her I said good job. It was cute. Yeah, the debate last week was whether or not I should have my Monday live stream because Monday was Christmas. And I was going to say that I wasn't going to have it so that I'm not infringing on anybody's day. However, Zach's son came in the stream and he was like, oh, you could still have your stream. And, it's not like I'm knocking on anybody's door like a Jehovah or something and trying to force my shit on you. You either come to my stream or you don't come to my stream. I ain't infringing on anybody. You do not have to click on my hey, it's me being live thing that happens to be going across your screen. And Chilling and Grilling Adventures with Dan B is in the house. Merry Christmas. Oh my God, we got a Burgermeister burger. I didn't celebrate Christmas for many, many, many years. Once my kids were joined, I didn't really decorate. Like I said, we had one Christmas tree in the 10 years that we've been here. One year I just did a string of lights, and I made like 3 triangle on my slider door over here, closet door. And from the road, I'm sure it looked like I had a Christmas tree because of the lights look like the shape of a Christmas tree. But if you were to walk in my house, you would see that there was just a string of 100 lights with bulbs hanging from it. What do you get you, Mama? Bye. Sweet dreams. Enjoy your nap. Huggies. What'd you get, Mama? What'd you get? What'd your hubby get you? It's a DIY kit for building a miniature greenhouse. Miniature as in collecting like mini things, or like something that would fit on your windowsill? Small. Or the kind that you put out in your backyard that's kind of like a shed, but not really, but made of plastic. I'm French and obviously a blonde in the sky, so I'm asking. Yeah, like the size of a Christmas village house is cool. Now, stupid question. Does it come with plants? Or do you put seeds in there and watch them sprout? Imagine that. You put like a carrot top in there. Next thing you know, you got like this humongous bush that's in the corner of your greenhouse. That's so cool. That is cool. I never heard of that before, but I bet you're going to have to take a picture or whatever and show it on your FB page. Oh, Petey, that's awesome. Why, what's Mr. Bean doing? Chipboard and cut like 3D. Oh my goodness. So cool. Yeah, I need to call my mom sometime today. I didn't want to call her. As far as I knew, she slept in anyways, probably till like 9 or 10 or something. I don't know if today's any different, but it's Christmas, so I definitely didn't want to be calling and waking her up. So I will wait until my stream is done, and then I will call her. So weird how the holidays, how things happen in threes or whatever. My other sister, again, I have, counting me, there are 6 kids. So when I talk about my sister with the beeb, she'd be the youngest one. She'd be the 5th girl. Then it would be my brother as the 6th kid. So the sibling above me, we're 14 months apart. Her husband went to the hospital apparently yesterday with chest pains that he was having since the previous evening, since Saturday evening or something. But they sent him home saying none of his blood work shows anything. So I don't know if it's angina, if he has a pulled muscle. Stress is a big factor in heart attacks, but they said he wasn't having a heart attack. So not sure exactly. I don't even know if he's got any meds other than, because he went not too long ago. He went like a week or 2 ago, also thinking he was having a heart attack. So some shit's going on there. JP Lonsenmore is in the house. Uncle JP, mugga, 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 mugga. And Katie, Auntie Katie, and the boy, the Goa Bulldogs. Hey, get out of there. Hello. He's heading behind the rocking chair, which is where the plug for the lamp is coming out of the wall. So we don't want him to go behind the rocking chair. But yeah, he's got a handheld game controller that, well, it looks like a game controller, but what it does is, again, fidget stuff. You know what I mean? You push this thing here, you roll, 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 like the old camera where you're forwarding the next picture. It's got the thumb toggle. It's got the directional button, but when you press the directional button, I think it actually says 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sing songs. Actual controller has, like, Japanese always has like these smiley fucking kid face, not kid but cartoon everything. They could be like in their 60s, but they still have like Pikachu fucking shit all in their house. Yeah, so that's what that looks like. He's got a little fishing rod. He's got a harmonica because the big harmonica we have is huge and I don't know how to play one. So I figured, hey, I could teach myself. Also on YouTube, they have harmonica tutorials or whatever. So wouldn't that be cool if we actually did make it to Thermal City next year? And I'm like, ah, yeah, right. Well, if not, Petey, have a great day. Thank you so much for coming in on Christmas. We really do appreciate it. Enjoy your food. Oh, and happy birthday to Mama's Gone Creating's mama. Turns 81 tomorrow. My mom is 82. Mama's Gone. Talisha says, hello, Merry Christmas, mugga, mugga, mugga. You gotta come in under your own persona. We'd love to have you here. You're more than welcome. But we thank you so much for watching with Dan. Happy birthday, Mama Mama. You sound like Elvis. Mama's Mama. Oh my goodness. How did they get so weird? Yeah. Right. Like when my nieces and nephews have their own families now, and we're talking like my siblings' children have children now. You know what I mean? Like I'm actually a great aunt. I never thought I would be a mem. However, almost 2 years ago changed my life dramatically. But I must say, I love it. I love him. I can't even picture my life without that little brat. Sorry, I heard him up against the glass. So just making sure what he's doing. Thank you so much, and we really hope you feel better, Angela. Merry Christmas, and I really hope you're feeling better by New Year's. Not that that's a big thing, just another day in our books, but thank you so much for coming, and we really, really hope you feel better. Go rest up. That's 2 people I'm putting to bed. First Gems, now Angela. Like, being stream is so, just put you to sleep. Yeah, you never know. Well, I was gonna say something, but that would never happen. So you never know. I might whip out his teeth, but that ain't happening. Katie, Mrs. JP, and the Bulldogs in the house. Mugga, 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 mugga. Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining us. Hope you guys are having a Merry Christmas. That's right. Mondays and Fridays, and if not, I try to put a notification. Uh, Sometimes it's because the baby has an appointment. Other times it's because my Wi-Fi is acting weird, like it was when I first signed on. So if for some reason 1 minute I'm here and the next I'm not, yeah, I'm doing a David Blaine Christmas Christmas act. I'll be back once the freaking Wi-Fi pops back in. Ready to be like, holy moly! I feel like I gotta blow my nose. Gone. You know. I saw Sissy posted her picture painting. Excuse me. There's a difference between a painting and a picture. Um, she did her kit that she got from the Joyful Paintbrush, Karen Wade. She finished her Highland cow painting, and she had that posted on her page, which came out great. That was such a good time, except for the fact that, of all times, Little Sprout woke up about 3 to 4 different times. The fourth time, I think I actually brought him out here, and he sat with us for a little bit. Oh my lord, hear him screaming. So yeah, he took me, at least a half an hour out of whack every time I went back there to rock him back to sleep. But in and out of the stream, I had a really good time. I thought that was cool, and maybe we should keep doing something like that. Ooh, ski user more. Mine did come out slightly different than most because I did not have the kit. And it's so funny because I'm looking at my thing going, what is wrong with this picture? Painting. And see, when I slightly sketched it and everything, so when I came back from having to go away to take care of the baby, and I came back, I totally spaced that the Highland cow's ear comes out like this and down. Okay, so my Santa hat went all the way to here, which would be the top of his ear. But I do have some, shit on the side of his face, but it still came out all right. No, Pick does not have earplugs, I don't think. It's not the first time that he hears him screaming. Hey, ma'am! 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 Right, won't be the last. Nope. He got a new flashlight. He still wants this one. Like, he has 2 remote controls. Wants nothing to do with them because they do not do anything. He knows that the one on the coffee table is the remote control. Dude, I actually saw him pick up his toy the other day. No lie. He picked up his remote control, TV remote control that doesn't work. Okay, and not only does he do this, but he went like this. Wait, sorry, light. It's kind of like overcast, so I had this on for light, but now this light, so I guess I don't need this. But anyways, yeah, he went like he was saying little baby bum. And being pissed because it wasn't changing the channel for him. But the kid definitely does pick up on stuff really, really quick. we got his vocabulary thing, so that's great. I did not open it this morning. He wanted his little fidget spinner that sticks to his high chair or the table or the floor, and he's probably even the slider window. You know what I mean? Suction cup that sucker to wherever and spin, 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 spin. So yeah, he's got the spinner. He's got the handheld controller that makes noise, but it's all for manual dexterity and learning how to use your digits. The harmonica, he's got some tubby toys. He got that came in a tube, and Milo grabbed a hold of one of them right off the bat. I don't know how, because they were all up on the coffee table. And then he's got another one that's a rubber duck in an inner tube, which I thought was just like a different sort of rubber duck. Can do veteran in the can do outdoors. Can do outdoors in the house. Mugga mugga mugga. The rubber ducky on the inner tube apparently is a tub water tester. So you toss that fucker in before you toss the kid in, and I guess if it's like color change duck. I don't think it turns red or blue. I think the bottom of the inner tube has a color thing on it. I bought a new LED emergency flashlight that you can charge in your vehicle, cigarette lighter. We tested it by looking right into it and turning it on. He said a bad word. That thing's bright. Oh, can do better, man. Who the hell? Are you guys the same or not? The picture is different. I didn't click on it. I just normally when I see can do, there's Mrs. Can Do, and then there's can do. Can do. Can do. So yeah. Well, hey. Peace. Peace on earth, goodwill. Hunting. I'm just in one of those moods. I'm just gonna transfer. I have 2 mugs going, and both of them are semi-drank. Drank, drunk, gone. Okay, both are you. I thought so. Just want to make sure, though, because you don't want to assume. You know what that means, right? I had the fucking munchies. I've gone to 2 of these little cuppy things. But again, only 3 cookies. Only 3 cookies a cuppy. And I don't really care for these, but guess when you bake, butter cookies are all right. Sorry. So yeah, my sister has been pretty much at the hospital with her husband in Massachusetts since Wednesday. But they were dicks, and she actually had to come back and forth from Mass to New Hampshire because they wouldn't let her stay with her husband. I think if it was like, if he was still in the cardiac ICU, she would have been able to. But after his bypass, he was in ICU, which doesn't make sense. He had cardiac bypass. You think he'd be in cardiac ICU. But anywho, she had to drive back and forth for 2 to 3 days, I think it was. And then she was there last night, and I think the night before that, because he came out of the ICU or whatever, and he went up to the 7th or the 9th floor, whatever. They took a bunch of his stuff off of him, She, as of yesterday, said something. I don't know if they did, but they were supposed to remove the chest tube, that would be way better. He still had a whole bunch of IVs and this and that, but my sister brought a couple of strings of Christmas lights with her and like a little mini Christmas tree. And she put a string of lights around the circular table in his room with the little tree in the center of it. And then she, I don't want to say haphazardly, she did what she could with his big window and, made like this square. Tried to in the middle of that so that they had their little Christmas. Oh, and she hung 2 stockings too. Yeah, so she did right by him. You know what I mean? She's trying to be as festive as can be. It sucks that he's in the hospital, and it sucks that he went through what he went through. But if he didn't, he probably wouldn't be here this morning. So sometimes blessings are in disguise. Give him a few more days and he might be like, okay, yeah, things are definitely on the up and up. This is what we're saying. Like, even a cot. There are places that have, a cot. No, they literally made her the day of his surgery. He went in like 7:30 in the morning. Okay. He was supposed to also have a valve replacement because apparently that wasn't working right. Well, then they told her at 9:30 that they weren't going to replace his valve. They're just going to rotor it, clean it up because it seems to be working fine, blah, blah, blah. That was the last she heard from anything of him until like, I don't know, 3:30 p.m. And at that point, it was like he's in recovery, but not anywhere close to coming out of it. Now you figure you're under anesthesia for a long time. You can't just wake up. Okay, when I had my breast reduction, it only was like a 2-hour surgery, I think. However, number one, I told them when they were putting this freaking blanket on me, and I was like, "What is this?" And they're like, it gets hooked up to like a heater fan, so you're not cold in the operating room. And I said, yeah, well, I deal with hot flashes, so I'm telling you right now, you put this thing on, I'm going to be like Slick Willie, okay? And number two, as soon as I start to wake up from a surgery, I will get sick because of the anesthesia. I've had a couple of surgeries. It's always the same thing. The minute I come to, not with my eyes open, but I know I'm where I am now, you know what I mean? And la la la. The first thing that comes out of my mouth usually is, I'm gonna be sick. Okay. And sure as shit, my hair was slicked back. I was sweating profusely. I could hear the nurse on the side of me she's like, oh my God, oh yeah, I fucking go. I told you. I fucking told you, man. And then after I said that, I'm like, I'm going to be sick. But my husband was like, hey, you going to open up your eyes? Because I'm having these conversations and I'm still got my eyes closed. And he's like, can you open your eyes up? And I'm like, no, I can't. And he's like, what do you mean no? I'm like, dude, I can't do it. They feel like they're sewn shut. You know what I mean? They're just so heavy. It's like I have a rock on each eyelid. I couldn't open them. It took a while. So, but I don't even think Rick was at the point of being awake to speak. You know what I mean? So, and that can be scary too. And you can't get somebody to wake up from anesthesia. You know what I mean? Like, but you know what? Let me just tell you now. If I was going to go out for whatever reason, I would rather go out that way. Which I've said it once or twice under my breath, but because I don't want people to actually think that I really mean this. But at this point in the stage of the game, I'm I'm almost at the point of seeing if I can hook up with somebody and get like one or two little, I don't even know how it comes, but you know what I mean? Hook up with some fentanyl, put that in a safe somewhere. So if you do find out that you get something wrong with you that you just don't want to deal with, bye bye to me. Make me a cup of tea and I'll take 2 Tylenol. They can prevent what? Me getting sick? Bullshit. I've had the nausea thing behind my ear, and then because they laugh because it's like hemp or some kind of CBD or something like that, and they're like, "Oh, so you should be able to handle that." But I'm telling you right now, all the shit that they give me so that I'm not nauseous, and it doesn't work. It does not work, and I feel bad because like the first time I had my first hip surgery, and they were giving me my perks for pain. Once they take the IV or whatever the thing out of your back, you're like, then you feel stuff. You know what I mean? So, hello, BB. I felt like a shark bite victim, but um, I was still every time they gave me meds, I within 30 seconds to a minute would end up getting sick and vomiting them up. And then they're like, do you not understand when I'm asking for, hey, can I have some pain meds? Or you have to wait another 6 hours because we already, fuck you, you just saw me puke them up into a basin. How much of that medicine did I actually get? And then it was after I threatened to jump out of a window, which I don't think you can even open a hospital fucking window anymore. I was like, look, bitch, the first thing you said to me was, I'm here for you, and I'm going to do everything I can so that you're not in pain. And I wanted to grab her like this, but I didn't. I said, you said you were here for me, and me. Yeah, you need to get me something now before I throw myself out of the fucking window, okay? She was like, let me speak to your doctor.
That's the monster for a couple minutes, right? Yeah.
And I think they put me on a drip of the lauded. Yay! That you could push the button like every 10 minutes, give yourself more stuff. Was that my first one? Yeah, I think that was my first one, which was yay. But it kind of fucked with my blood pressure a little bit, and they ended up taking me off of it for a little bit. I'm like, I want that fucking thing back. Wow, no kidding, Bill. No, and no ceiling fan on. No. Get away the baby. Hi, baby. Say Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. What's that? Huh? Did you have a nice Christmas? Did you get a slide? And some toys. You got a new flashlight to bring to camp. It is not even a flashlight. I mean, it is, but it's more of a musical toy than. I mean, it does light up, so it's not like he's gonna be walking to the pea house. You know what I mean? Like, sure, Grandpa's gonna be showing him how to whip it out outside behind the camper, unless he has to sling mud. And I know from personal experience, it worked for me. I went from uncontrollable and coming out to what? Wow. Huh. Every surgery I come out of, I end up routing for people like, you want to order something to eat because you're famished because you haven't eaten, and then God forbid you take a couple of bites because then you're like one of my nurses or whatever took the thing that I spit up in. You know how they give you the water pitcher? That was the only thing I had in my room at the time. Because I already got sick or something like that. And then I was going to get sick again. So it's like, give me that thing. I think we even have to take it out of plastic. But yeah, her. And then let's see. Oh, my nephew came to. Thanks, God. My nephew came to visit me, and he was going through the door, and I was like, "Hand me my wastebasket." When Pick was with me, the time that I had my breast reduction, and I told the nurse and all that shit. Well, I don't even know why, but they all left my room. It was just him and I, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna be sick." Well, they had taken that blue puking sleeve. Looks like something you would put ice cubes in or whatever, but I think that's for both. I don't know, but anywho, that was what she held up to my face was a blue sock thing. Gary Gringo Treasure Hunter in the house. So this one, mugga mugga mugga. Merry Christmas! Thank you for joining us. Hold on. So I'm telling my husband, "Oh my God, I'm gonna be sick," and he's like looking around the little room that I'm in, the recovery room or whatever, and I didn't have anything there. And I said, "Right there, there's a clear garbage bag hanging off of the drawer. Not in the wastebasket, like it was coming out of for your next bag." So he grabbed that, brings it over to me. 3 MAs come walking in at that time. They must have thought he was trying to smother me. I had half my face is in a plastic bag as I'm routing. But yeah, anesthesia, anesthetics, or whatever you want to call it. Anesthesia me up. Beat up. Don't touch it. What you doing? Say Merry Christmas. Good Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Where you going? What? Oh my God. Ceiling fan. No, it's not on. Oh, where's my kiss? Have a kiss? Psst, psst. Hey. No bribery. Give me a kiss. Thank you. Love you. Ceiling fan. See the pretty lights? See the pretty lights? Want to see the pretty lights? Ooh. You see to my non-Bob Ross painting. Hope everything is good with you. Hope you're having a Merry Christmas, Gary. No. Whoa, where are you going? Do. No big. I don't even know if we even got anything for supper for today. I don't even know if the grocery store is going to be open. We'll be having dinner from in 7-Eleven's rotisserie. See, that's I'm trying to think. It was either was it my hip surgery or no? It was when I went in for my cardiac ablation. They go up to your groin, right? So yes, I know. You want a cookie? Hold on. Or do you want the Buddy's ball? Buddy's ball? Yeah. He's not here, so don't throw it. Hold on to it. You want to hold it? Don't throw it. He's not here. You can throw it when Grandpa comes back. Grandpa gonna come back and get you. So they were saying that you have to be careful. Oh, I hear him. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. I don't know. Is his pacifier in there? In the other room? Yeah, because he came in here with this. Bye. Mai, go with Dad. Go in the other room. So, because they went through my groin, up each leg, snaked up into my chest cavity, and then they went in through the left side and punctured through the wall into the right atrium. Yeah. And then they cauterized all the way around the artery or the vein where the electrical impulses are jumping into the chamber of my heart and freaking out, blah, blah, blah. Shell beans in the house. Merry Christmas, mugga, mugga, mugga. And now the reason why they cauterize is because they say that the electrical current cannot jump the burnt tissue. However, if the little perforations that the doctor did are not touching point to point, there is still that possibility of having the teeniest of gaps, and then that electrical current can kind of squeeze through. So sometimes they say, sometimes the first ablation works, and sometimes you'd have to go in for a second one if you're still getting a fib. Which, as far as I know, I haven't really. Every once in a while, I am not sure, so I put my finger in the finger port to see, but I'm maintaining. I haven't been on cardiac meds for over a year now. Any of them I was on two. Not on any cardiac meds at all. The only meds I'm on right now are for my diabetes and my inhaler. But the whole thing I was saying with the catheterization in the legs is they said you have to be careful with coughing because I have a bad cough, okay? Because they said that they have had patients in the past that have a coughing spell and blow out the port in their leg. So there was a nurse in my room. Good morning, Merry Christmas. Great Lakes Adventures is in the house. Thank you for joining. Mugga, mugga, mugga. I was coughing and coughing and coughing, and I had a nurse or someone thereof in my room. And they started to leave, and I was like, hello, come here. Can you come here for a second? And they looked at me like, huh? I said, I'm just a little scared because I was told if you have violent coughing that you could blow the port in your leg. Okay, I don't want to die of bleeding out because I was coughing. So can you please check my port? Sure enough, they came over and checked my port, and I had blown my port and was bleeding out. So thank God I remembered that conversation I had. Because yeah, this person was just gonna like leave me there, and here I am bleeding out. What you doing? I went a long time though. Like my first surgery, I think, was my tonsillectomy when I was like 4.5 years old. It was before I was 5. And then I don't think I had any type of surgery that I can remember. Getting teeth pulled is not a surgery. Unless you get them all pulled, then I guess that is considered surgery. the first, and again, I want to call it procedure, was after my second daughter was born. I had a tube ligation. They go through your belly button and pull it up and tie it in a knot. I don't know if they snipped it and cauterized it besides putting it in a knot, but um, yeah. So I had a tube ligation. Okay, so I had a tonsillectomy when I was like 4.5. Tube ligation when I was like 24 and a half. 20 years later. I've had both hips replaced. I had breast reduction, and I had a cardiac ablation. But I have not had anything done since. The cardiac ablation, I think, was the last thing I had done, and that was done during COVID, actually. So yeah, it's been 3, almost 4 years of without anything. But I was told for my second hip replacement that this shoulder needed to be replaced, and that was back in 2018. And let me just tell you, it definitely hurts. And it's been getting like impinged more again, and I'm sure the geode is bigger than what it was. I don't know. They said in my MRI or whatever that I have a geode on one of the bigger bones on the two knobs. Like picture the chicken bone. You know how you get like the knobby. Yeah. So that needs to be replaced. I still have my neck issues. Like if I turn a certain way or whatever, I can, like the vertebrae goes, like I can almost feel it pop out, pop back in, or whatever. And then my lower spine. But as you get old, it's shit happens. It's kind of like Jenga, but not. It's kind of like if one thing's out of whack, then all the way down the rest of the way, your things are going to try to compensate for the wonkiness, like the leg length discrepancy from the first hip replacement. I had to wear a wedge in my other shoe because I had at least half an inch to an inch leg length discrepancy, which thank goodness when I had my second hip replaced, that doctor evened it out. So now I'm not walking with a limp. So that's cool. Still have not put a pair of high heels on, or even heels for that matter. The most heel I have other than my sneaker is the sandals that I've worn up at camp. Because again, you want to make sure. I was told that I was good to go. Just there was 2 things not to do. A, don't fall. Oh geez, thanks. You mean like ever? Don't fall, and don't be one of these people that instead of taking the stairs at the pool to get out, you got your foot up on the freaking edge of the pool and you're trying to grab on to hoist yourself out. Because yeah, apparently that's what my doctor said. One of his patients did and popped their hip out of socket, and it's not something that you can't be like Mel Gibson and whack your freaking hip to try to get it back into place. No. That's it's one of those you're going to be taking an ambulance ride to the hospital. And hopefully they give you some anesthesia before they pull your freaking leg and shove it back in. No heels for me since 19. So they took your heels away? Why, that's where the rod went in? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, and my osteoarthritis really has been if I use a knife to cut vegetables or whatever, these two fingers start to like lock up on me while I have to stop using the scissors and the whatever and massage my hand, but I can literally feel them cramping up as they're like starting to go. It's not quite trigger finger, you know what I mean? I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but fucked. And there's another rude awakening, you know, because like we all feel like on the inside that we're still young, youthful, you can do anything, blah blah blah, and then you try to do it, and you're like, oh my lord. When I first got the baby, just bending over the bed, trying to change him, my lower back, I'm like, oh my god, like I had to sit on the side of the bed to do it because my shit was just like, wow. So obviously I worked my back muscles up in the 16 months of having the baby. Oh, thank you, Bill. I'm so glad that your legs have finally calmed down. Definitely, definitely go get some rest while you can. Merry Christmas, honey. Sweet dreams. Do you have a weighted blanket? You ever try something like that? That might be good for restless leg syndrome. Just my balance now with the whole back crap. I only wear my walking support shoes. Yeah, it's a rude wake. You know, like I said, just the fact that I'm 59 and my grandson is 16 months. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be 70. 70. I'm gonna be 60. I'm gonna be 60. He's gonna be 2. By the time he's 12, I'm gonna be fucking 70. But we'll take that as it comes. Hi. He's up against the glass. Hey. Like right now, I don't know why, but I keep getting these like shooting pain. Like below my ear. We're in my neck area though. It's like if I keep following around, it's gonna be at C3 because I think C2 is right at the skull line or something like that, and 1 is actually past your skull, like in it. I wish I had a game to play with you, but like I said, my catchphrase is so old that I can only read part of the word. I'm thinking about getting some like scrap paper or the big like pad paper. We can start doing like Pictionary or whatever. I can always look up words to use, you know, for Pictionary. Or I can have a book with words, like a dictionary, a thesaurus, and just go and wherever it opens to. And then I try to draw that. Would you guys take it at the value of that? That's what the word is. You know what I mean? I could always underline it in pencil or whatever, or circle it. So, you know, this is the word I did. just to be different, just to have something else to do besides listening to me freaking talk and ramble. I go to another social media site that sounds like a clock. When I go to that site, they have like a draw and guess game. And again, I don't know exactly how they do it. If you have to have a certain game, answer the door. Oh, he keeps coming and going. Oh. It's like a freaking Avon lady with dementia. She keeps forgetting she came already. Mm, that's okay. That's what Grandpa's there for. Like I said, I told him I could have done that Ding Dong Dash, right? I could have done this stream in there, but he can't watch TV, is what I'm saying, because that noise will come across onto the stream, and I can get screwed for it because of copyright, whatever, like I'm broadcasting that. So I told him that I was going to bring the laptop out here and do my stream out here so that they could watch TV. Not that he can sit there and watch a whole hell of a lot when you have a 16-month-old, but now he knows. Not that he doesn't know, but there's a difference between how much time you want to play, and then it doesn't matter if that time has passed. You're still there. You know what I mean? You still have to provide the entertainment for the kid, or they're going to be upset or whatever. He was up from 4 o'clock to 8, and 8. And I rocked him asleep, put him down, and he was up by before 9. So I'm like, what the hell, man? Didn't even get an hour. He's been up for 4. So when he goes down this next time, like in a half an hour when my stream is done, and I go to rock him. Oh, that's another thing I want to say. I think hubby said last night that he saw that Clark's Cove will be doing a Christmas Day live stream at noontime. I almost said following mine, but I don't want to say following anything because you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody comes after me. I'm not saying that anybody has to go. I'm just saying that Robert and Melissa apparently are doing a noontime Christmas hangout. So just throwing that all out there for everybody. So I will probably take a few minutes because when he's up for like 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, for the most part, not every time, but for the most part, he doesn't fight. Not that he fights going to sleep. He's a fidget dude. Remember when he used to do the Aquaman with the head down like this? Yeah, well, he's back to doing that now, okay? Only now he's got a different thing that's irritating. And it's head down like this. Then, no, he don't want to do that. So he's back like this, facing you in the cradle of your arm. And then he rolls and puts his face back in, okay? On top of that, he has a little receiving blanket. So kind of like a Linus blanket because it's very, very light, very lightweight, thin. You can put it over his face. He's still going to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Unless you wrap it a couple of times. So now he's hanging on to that piece of corner of the blanket that I allow him to have because I hold the rest of it back behind him. Or because it gets crazy sometimes, okay? So between the head like this and the head like this and the head like this, and then he's got his receiving blanket that's over his head and off of his head and over his head and off of his head and all like this and this and this and this and head up and back and head up. Okay, so yeah, so needless to say, and then I try to start him off like this, sitting up, so that his head's leaning on my shoulder, which has been working out for the and makes my arms feel way better. So like I put him up in here, and then what I do is I put my arms and I support his butt, and then his arms just kind of like hang, or he tucks them or whatever. But the least of me is touching him, putting my body, whatever, on him, and yada yada. Yeah. See, I am a tosser and a turner too, but no one's holding me. Nothing's worse than trying to get somebody to get to their comfy spot, and you have to hold these motherfuckers. And I'm like, I'm having a hot flash if I'm holding him, okay? You know what I'm saying? Then I get his little thin blanket, but it's still whatever, and that's now sealing in his body heat to my body heat. It's crazy. But like he'll go from being laying up on my shoulder, and then he moves his head like this way, and then next thing you know, he's on the downhill slope to my arm. And then it's back to the flip-flop until I can't take it anymore, and I go, screw you, kid. Back up. But like I said, when he's really, really tired, I don't go through that shit. It's up like this, and he says whatever. He don't say shit, but, he hums or whatever he says for a minute or two, and then I know he's out when nothing's moving. His hands ain't moving, his arms not moving, his feet ain't tapping, or up against the rocking chair so that, like, it feels like he's the one pushing. Now, if he's doing that, he ain't gonna fall asleep, is he? You know what I mean? I'm just like, are you kidding me? Or then all of a sudden he'll just sit up for no reason and he'll go, like, yes, we have the dark screen piano and rain playing. In the sound effects of the rain is the thunder every once in a while. So let's hope they're laughing. Oh, they're throwing the ball down his slide. Caden's throwing the ball down the slide. Grandpa's catching it. Let's see if we can actually see it. It hits him in the nose. Well, oops. He saw. I hope I didn't ruin it. I wasn't sure if he was crying at first. So at least he's keeping him amused. Thank you. It's been. I love the sound of his laughter too. He's got the cutest. Oh my God! I don't know if spirit was visiting us or not, but last week sometime, I was rocking him to sleep, and he started up like this, started up on the shoulder, and then went down to here. Well, when he was up here, he did like a giggle, and I'm saying, I smiled like, oh my God, I don't know what he's thinking of, but like he's chuckling as he's falling under. Well, he went from up on my shoulder to down in my arm. Yeah, he is. It's keeping him out of trouble. He's face down in my arm, and he starts chuckling. Like what you just heard, kind of, sort of. I also have a video that I called it dodgeball training video, where I'm sitting across the room and I'm throwing his red picky ball that's very squishy, and I threw it at him, lightweight, and the first hit The first contact I made with him, he was like, his whole reaction was like, "What?" But he was dying. Okay, and from there on, I hit him like 6 different times with the ball and laugh, belly laugh, belly laugh, belly laugh. Okay. Well, I'm rocking this kid to sleep and he starts chuckling. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what is he thinking of as he's falling asleep? Okay. The kid just kept getting like more and more into the giggles to the point where I almost peeing myself. Now I am full blown laughing with the baby as I'm rocking him because he is in his hysterical giggles, you know what I mean? And I'm like, why? Why is this kid reacting out of the blue to nothing? We're rocking to sleep. What would cause him to have the giggles like that? Oh my lord. We must have laughed for like 5 minutes like that. And then he finally, I came make him come back up to my chest. And he quieted down and then as he was going under, he let one little giggle bubble forth. Oh my god, so funny. Like I said, I don't know what he was thinking of, but oh my god, was he dying. Danny, Merry Christmas to you and Talisha. And is it Selena? I'm sorry, I always say her name slightly off, but I know it's something like that. Merry Christmas. You have a great day. Enjoy your family time. It's like every morning when he wakes up, he's been waking up. He's like a 4 o'clock person, or better yet, he's like 4:20. Selena. There we go. Because he's still not quite at that, snuggle cuddle stage. I mean, he kind of like when he's tired and I put him up here, he's like all freaking, he's like all for it, out for the count. Thomas 907's in the house. Merry Christmas, mugga mugga mugga. Everybody tearing through the presents. Already tore through them. Yeah, so when the baby gets up now, like 4:20, I go to the kitchen and I make my first cup of coffee and I make him a bottle, and then I go back to the bedroom with our drinks. And I take him out of the crib and I change him before doing anything. Well, that's a lie. But after I make our drinks, I change him. And then I change him. I give him his bottle. It depends on if he's being fussy when I'm changing him. He'll drink his bottle as I'm changing him. Second chance stacks in the house. Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining. So I change him. Then when he's done, I slip him up to one side of my bed and he's on the pillow and we lay side by side and watch his kid vids. Or he's a nosy little shit, so while he's watching his kid vids and I'm on my phone, either going through my Facebook notifications or TikTok, Blistering Barnacle Adventures in the house. Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining us this morning. So he will lean over and look at my cell phone. Let me just tell you, he loves videos of himself. I have the videos on my TikTok of him, and he has the biggest smile on his face when he watches them. It's so funny.
Slide over, let us in. We brought the crew. Good morning, all. How are you? Good morning, Candu. How you doing? Second chance. Good morning, Darlene. How are you? Glad you could join us on
Hey.
Christmas morning. Merry
You wanna hold
Christmas
them?
to all, if you'd like. I've been wrestling Junior here for the last hour or so. This is our joy at Christmas right here. Yay. Nope, he's good.
You sure?
I haven't smelled it
Oh,
anyway.
no, that ain't good.
All right, well then you roll.
All right, yep. Let's switch places. Holy shit! Wow. Oh,
You know.
Hotel Papa will be right back. Oh,
I'm trying to teach him how to use a sock, to clean himself up, but it's just not working out. I know it's terrible. How's everybody doing today? Great, I hope. On your first, second, third cup of coffee? I know I'm on at least the third one right now. God, this kid loves to wake up early. But at least we don't have to work today. Yay. Sorry for the folks that do. No bad Yule tidings to me, please. Mama, we love the box. I started putting everything in it earlier today. I got more stuff up here I have to put in. I have to round it all up, actually. I got it all over the house. But he's doing pretty good. He's actually doing better than me. He's got gold. I don't even have gold yet. How's that work out? He's 1. I'm 50-something. It's not right. Christmas breakfast sounds good. Thank you so much for stopping in, Darlene. We appreciate it. And you have a wonderful day. And I'm sure we'll run into you somewhere along the way. Wish the family Merry Christmas. Oh, goodness. Breakfast. What they have? Yeah, we had breakfast earlier. The wife made an omelet. I got to finish it off. Yay. I don't know what's going to be for dinner, though. We haven't gotten that far. This may be tricky today. Who knows? But we'll make it, as always. Did anybody get sauced last night? I hope not, because it's really rough waking up Christmas morning. I know we have parties on Christmas Eve, but I try to avoid drinking on them. I couldn't make it anymore. Past those days. I wish. I gotta save it all for Junior now. Awesome now. I had a few. Yeah, that's good. A few's fine. It's when you wake up feeling shitty. I hate that. Oh, I can't make it. As long as I take aspirin the night before while I'm drinking, I'm okay. But if I forget to, forget it the next day. I'm just no good. Oh. Anybody else have fun last night? Just a few? It's all right. It's a quiet holiday anyway. Thank goodness. Unlike Thanksgiving when we were with 30 people and cooking food and running around and up and down, this is nice and quiet today, which is a change. Yay. Yeah, alcohol and antidepressants, Mama. Yeah, that's a rough mix. I don't think I'd want to try those together either. Hopefully everybody's being treated well today. We're doing Milo. Oh, she has made it. Yay. Rewarming of coffee. I hear the master of the show returning. Did you make it? Yay, we made it. Back in. Yeah. Got your squishmallow. Yay. Yay.
kidding.
Sharp paint? What's up with that?
I don't know.
Squishmallow beef. Yay.
I got a few. What the fuck is that?
What's up?
I can't tell what his little.
Oh, I think it's a few drinks last night.
Oh,
I was asking if anybody got lit last night and feels like shit today.
half 4 in the afternoon here, and I'm very tipsy. Hey. No.
It's marker time.
Here, give
We're
him
gonna
this.
marker our face. You want to paint the brush?
Paint the
Yeah, you wanna be a
beaver.
painter? You paint the beef? Yeah. Leave your beaver over here.
Oh, he loves it. He definitely
Oh
loves
yeah, he
it.
lays down with it. He squishes it on his face. Yeah. We keep it around. That and this little auto
Pug.
puppy there.
I know. I was gonna grab it coming
little
in so
magnetic
that they
pug,
could see
whatever
it.
it is. He
Let me
likes
go
that
get
thing
it.
too. Some weird little mechanical dog.
He walks, barks, and
Wiggles
wags
his
his
tail.
tail. Wow, I don't know what this
We're gonna paint.
paint is.
We painting. Yes. Yeah, paint this. Paint on this.
Hi, can you move? Jesus Yeah, I might have showed you guys this the other day. This is the pug that he got from Chantel and Eric, and their dog ate one of the eyes out. So I ended up pulling the other eye out, and these are painted on, so we don't have to worry about that. And I'm probably going to do the same for the nose. But this is his little doggy, and I'm going to let Caden show you how it works. Good job. Oh, he clicked it twice. Oh, no. Look at his little tail. It walks.
You love this thing too,
Those
man.
little leggies
He's a
go.
nut. This thing's awesome.
And it's got a little push on his leg.
Yay!
Ah, little tail.
Yay!
So they were so upset that
What are you
the
up
dog
to?
ate his
Time
eyeball.
to go? All right, we're off, guys.
Here you go.
He's on the move. Oh, yeah.
I think he's still got a couple of swigs left of his bubba in there. Mm. Okay, I still got one earring in. So yeah, he loves the Squishmallow and that little puppy. And that puppy, they're both just the right size for him. Like this is just the right size for him, like to lay and watch TV in his chair. Or I gave it to him last night in his crib, so he actually could sleep with the went to bed with the beaver. And then he got his Paw Patrol square one that's squishy, just like the Squishmallow. So that one can stay out here with his little sofa chair that he got for Christmas. My son was about 4. The neighbor gave him a naked Barbie doll that he found in his yard, and James thought it was an amazing paintbrush. He held her legs, dunked her in water, and painted her. Hey, that is an awesome imagination. That's for shit, sure, and sure, why not? You know what I mean? It's definitely not stiff paintbrush. It reminds me of those mops, the basting mops, to baste your ribs with. I always wanted to get one of those, but we're not big like barbecuers. I mean, do we cook on a grill? Yeah, sure. But like, do we live to barbecue? No. Like, see, I would expect Dan B, to have a barbecue sauce mop. Yes, I'm gonna stay away from the dolls per se. If anything, he'll have action figures, like G.I. Joe, or we'll I don't even think Ken. Okay, we'll say with GI Joe and maybe like Superman, Spider Man, shit like that. You know what I mean? Captain America. Maybe. Hubby was telling me that one of his bosses, I think, or manager at work, who we got the tabletop high chair from, said that with Christmas coming, she was gonna send more shit our way. Okay, now she said she had like a little tyke or Fisher Price picnic table. That's fine. That can go outside in the yard. It could also be used as a place for him to sit and eat his lunch at. You know what I mean? Once he's a little bigger for the tabletop or chair, strap in chair, high chair. Um, and then he said something about she had like some cooking thing with food, and he was like, I think we're all set with that. And I said, why would you say that? And he's like, because girls normally do the kitchen thing and cooking. And I said, I understand where you're coming from. However, have you not heard of Bobby Flay? Have you not heard of Emerald? Have you not, heard of the Galloping fucking Gourmet and whoever else is out there? You know what I mean? Like, just to be able to be self-sufficient and cook a meal for yourself. Hello? What is wrong with that? You teach everything. You teach them how to hunt and fish, where you want to make sure that they know how to cook and possibly sew. And I'm not saying they got to sit there and knit a fucking blanket. I'm saying you get a rip in your jeans or your jacket or your socks. I know it's called darning back in the day, but hey, sew them. You know what I mean? You squeeze the two ends together and sew them the hell together. He painted our car, our garage, the house, all as far as he could reach. Oh my god. With just water or with paint? Well, she did say water at first. A dog can be okay. It teaches them to be a good daddy someday. That's true too. And again, I can, I can deal with that too. There was a post recently from, my niece's, whose husband is now her wife or whatever. And Shim posted playtime. Okay. Now I swear it goes out of its way to do this, but whatever. Said playtime, blah, blah, blah. And it was a picture of their son playing with the Barbie in a Barbie car. But behind him was like a Barbie townhouse with like 4 other Barbies and stuff. So she was like, playtime with what the fuck is his name? With Cam, until he turned back into a boy or blah 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 and didn't want to play anymore. Now, again, I don't want to force my opinion or whatever, maybe voice my opinion. I like, you want to go from being a man to a woman, whatever, okay? Whatever. You're in your close to 40s. You want to be a woman, that's one thing, but you don't start playing with Barbies. Okay, that's a whole different mentality right there. And then you don't push that train of thought on your 5-year-old son to make him be enjoying the team. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it, man. And then his wife, which is my niece, decides that she doesn't like her name, so now she's going to change her name. So now she changed her name on Facebook to the name that she chose with the last name that she chose, which isn't even their real married name. So how is that even legal? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, they're going to mess that poor kid up. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm old fashioned, but not. Like, I'm old fashioned to a point. I have morals, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sure I'll lose friends or some people or whoever saying this, you know what I mean? But God made two species, two, male and female. You know what I mean? Yeah, there are a couple of miraculous animals or whatever you want to call it that can change or have been known to change from one to another for longevity or to keep their kind going. You know what I mean? It's these people that from the flip of the hat. I never really liked my name for my whole life. So now that I'm 35 and my husband is now my wife, I'm gonna change my fucking name. I don't, I, so what? You made it this far with the name. You know what I mean? I've always get picked on for my, Janie. What do you say that, what rhymes with Janie? Or Jane the Pain? That's about as deep as that would get, okay? And her excuse was, I always hated that song, Janie's Got a Gun. One song in a zillion, and you're gonna use that as an excuse. It's true. It is so true. Look at all those people that go out there and try to have plastic surgeries so that they have measurements of a Barbie doll. Have you seen Barbie's waist? You know what I mean? Like, that whole 36, 20, 34. And that's not even hourglass. That's top heavy hourglass. That's like a fucking vase, okay? Again, mama, exactly. I have absolutely nothing against boys using kitchen stuff. You know what I mean? That's what I said. There are all kinds of cooks. There are male and female cooks that are, oh my God. So that is nothing. You know what I mean? Let me just say that you don't find too many, I don't want to say barbers because that's totally different than what I was going with. You don't find a whole lot of hairdressers, male hairdressers that are straight. Okay? Like that is, hand in hand cosmetology and la la la, beauty products have been taken over. Yes, it's female dominated, but how many people that say, oh, Kevin, I go to Kevin or whoever, I go to who does my hair, but he's probably got a boyfriend. Merry Christmas, Mrs. Scandu. Thank you so much for coming by. Isn't it crazy? It's almost like you'd have to get them like almost like a rag doll that didn't have any features, kind of like a gingerbread man, but without the features. You know what I mean? It looks kind of like a human body, but you know what I mean. You don't know, whether it's a boy or a girl. It's just there. It's hard. Like I said, we're definitely gonna be faced with a more challenge. I think we're gonna be more challenged than he is because again, we have to everything's in moderation and you want to coexist with people. You don't want to be the person that says that's not how you're supposed to be. However, there are some people where I just want to be like, that's not how you're supposed to be. for science class. I can't remember the exact specifics, but he built an oven out of styrofoam cooler, aluminum foil, and a light bulb. How cool is that? And again, see, creativity, using your creativity. That's awesome. My kid found bones on the side of a river, which, no, they weren't human bones. I'm going to say it was a river rat of sort, okay? We used my hot glue gun and we constructed it to look almost like when you go to the museum and you go to see the woolly mammoth, okay? And she had that inside of a fish tank. And she had like little people, like, you know, the Fisher Price little people that used to ride the school bus or on the little swing things. Remember them back in the day, peeps? Well, she had shit like that also in the fish tank to make it look like they were at a museum looking at dinosaur bones. So that was pretty cool. She definitely got some good marks on that. She loved projects. She loved doing projects. We're talking Caden's mother. She definitely liked doing projects like that. What we got? Oh, we got about 5 minutes left to the 2-hour stream. I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of you that has come to my stream to hang out with us, either for the whole thing or partly or whatever. Today is a special holiday. So we are enamored to have anybody here and hang with us. We are honored to have everyone that did come and hang out with us. And again, careful, baby. Clark's Cove is having a special at 12. So if you guys have no plans, blah, 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 there's something you can think about. However, Mr. and Mrs. JP, we love you. You guys have an awesome Christmas. Give the dogs a pat and a kiss for us. We love you all, and I am going to end this stream about now and go rock the grandson and put him down. And hopefully he takes... Oh my lordy, look at who just came through the door. It's Uncle Jeppa. Merry Christmas. Let me mug you, you little fuck. We were just saying our goodbyes, Jeff. Clark's Cove's got a Christmas special, I think, at 12, a Christmas hangout. Again, just throwing it out there for peeps. If they didn't have anywhere to go or anything to do, I am going to say goodbye. We'll do a big group hug. Hugga, hugga, hugga. Mugga, mugga, mugga. And I'm gonna go rock the baby Higgles in the house. Merry Christmas. Mug to the face. No, I'm kidding. I've been up since 4, so who knows? I might try to get a nappy poo in myself. So with that, we're going to end this Merry, 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 Merry Christmas stream. And I'm sure there will be more happening. And then we will catch you all on the flip side on Friday. Gonna say bye?
Bye, everybody.
Hey, people, say bye.
You're too busy playing with all those toys.
Say bye. Where's the baby?
Bye.
Bye, baby. Can you say bye?
Bye.
Say bye. Say bye. Bye-bye. Come on, Gabe. We're going to say bye.
Merry Christmas,
Okay,
guys.
whatever.
Thanks for hanging out with us for a while.
We love you all. Pumpkins. Bye, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we'll catch you all around the streams. Later.